One of America's biggest health insurers is the victim of a massive cyber attack. Anthem Incorporated says hackers got into one of their databases and information from 80 million customers could have been accessed. So what does this mean for you? Well, cybersecurity expert Mark Pugh is here to talk with us about this today. People are always frightened to hear about stuff like this. What kind of information are hackers actually taking when you hear about stuff like this being hacked?
Typically what you find is hackers are pulling information as much as they can gather to potentially steal other information. So what they're looking for is information they could potentially steal your identity, maybe even steal money from a credit card as an example, or potentially use the information to extort you in some way.
And how do you make sure that this kind of information is protected so it doesn't happen to you?
Well, the best thing you can do is secure your own accounts, your own control from that perspective. The problem you have is that this information is not only under your control, it's under control of all these other companies that are out there now, because you have to give the information in order to get the services.
And do companies like Anthem need to be doing more than they are right now to protect our info?
I believe all companies and the government should be involved in more handling of cybersecurity, because we are giving more information away today than we ever have before in our past, and so that's a problem. You know, even the information that was stolen through this Anthem hack, that information, ironically, most of it can be pulled off of your Facebook account.
So we need
exactly.
Stronger laws. I know I talked to Senator Coates earlier today. He'd been trying to push for new laws in terms of cybersecurity. How would that help? It
allow the government to work with private companies and share information about these. These hacks are happening every minute of every day, and they're hitting someone in this country, and they're trying to make access and gain access to this. In this situation, it was an advanced attack.
Yeah. So bottom line, what can you do right now to be just a little bit safer?
Well, bottom line, if you're an Anthem customer, pay attention to what Anthem's going to provide to you if you're potentially the one that had your compromised attack, and use the services of these credit monitoring services that are out there to track that. It's very important.
Yeah. Stay on top of your credit, for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Mark Pugh, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us today. Aisha, back to you.
All right, guys. Well, the Pope is doing something on his trip to the U.S., and no Pope has